Okay, so I continually get requests for why don't you show me how to play out a C or D, E, whatever. And the truth is that all you have to do is go to G, play an up the neck break, and as long as all the fingers are, or all the notes are noted and there are no open strings, you can just transpose it or move it, okay? Now, there are a couple positions, and I did a package called Up the Neck Improvisation. So what I would do is I would take this position, the G, and I'd shorten it. I'd play only the first two strings, okay? So you can see that hopefully clearly. Then you and so in the book I do see if I can explain this. I'll play one note. So think of that pattern. So I'm playing a quarter note, go 1, 2, 3. So the rhythm's what's important. I'll do that one more time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on the strings. Okay, so we apply it to a chord. So go. Okay, now, so what happens when I do that? I'm playing, I think, 4 forward rolls. So I'm going. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Right. This is very simple. All you do is you pick a number between 1 and 4, and on that roll, you note this note right here. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'll give you an example. So if it was number 2, it'd be 1. And you can just pick a number at random. You can go 1, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Okay, very simple idea, but what happens when you start playing and moving it around, let's say a song called John Hardy, which has, I like teaching symmetrical songs. And what that means is, in the case of John Hardy, you have 2 C measures, 2 G, 2 C, 2 G, 2 C, 2 G. So you have that happen 3 times. Mm-hmm. So if you're practicing a C lick, you have 3 opportunities to practice it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So in the case of John Hardy, I can take this G and move it to the first C. So when I'm playing this in G, it's playing the song, I can go, so now it changes to G. It does again. Now we take this idea of noting this note on one of the rolls, okay? Mm-hmm. So let's say we do it on number 1. So it's say. So let's say we do it on 2. So okay, so that's
when you go to D, do you hit that 5th string? Or do you hit something?
Yeah, because you're not in the key of D, you're still in the key of G. Right. Now, here's what happens. You get in a jam session and you're kind of playing this and it becomes routine, it becomes kind of boring, the audience picks it up. So, let me speed this up and I'm going to do different. So, like this is 1, because I did put down the first roll, okay. Mm-hmm. So here we go. So I'm going to play this song and I'm going to vary that. So. You have this really hot break, and all you're doing is this thing. Okay?
Right.
Now, you take, that's just one thing you can do. In other words, you can take and play this as. So I can go. then we take that idea and we go to the bar position. So we go, or, see, it's the same pattern. Okay, so now we're playing John Hardy, and we're going to play the C right here and the G right here. So go. And actually, I'll do it in reverse. I'll play the C here, okay? So go. Now we add this idea, or like we go, we play that lick. So all of a sudden it becomes, and all of a sudden you've got this unbelievable break. But if you take each measure, it's very simple. So now I'm going to play this at speed, and you'll hear what it sounds like. So John Hart, so you're playing. Anyway,
Yeah.
now you can also then take this position. So there's three positions. There's the bar,
Right.
there's this, and then there's this.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first two strings of this position. That's a C.
Yep.
This is the first two strings of this, which is a G. And this is the first two strings of the bar. So now we mix all of them, and here's what happens. So,
Awesome.
now, so basically what happens, now this will take you, if you're into it, about 6 months to a year before you start being able to just move these. But each particle, each lick is very simple. Listen.
Yes. Yeah. I can do that.
And that, now, so we have a package that has 6 lessons. Then the last 2 deal with up the neck, which is, and then we have like, so these packages that I do, some of them take 200 or 300 hours to create because it's trial and error. I try something, doesn't work. No, this didn't work, and we write it out. Then we film it. Then we pick songs and we put it in songs. So a lot of people buy these and they think, okay, well, I'm going to spend 2 weeks and learn this.
Yeah.
It's more like a lifetime. So you go through it, you pick up some stuff.
Right.
6 months later, then 2 years later,
Right.
10 years later, you might have gotten 30 or 40%. But when you go in that jam and you're playing John Hardy, all of a sudden it's, okay, so anyway, that's that.
Is that it?
And I'll put that on YouTube.